Let's run
So
down.
the rage of the week, because it's the dog days of August and nobody likes
Right.
baseball, is I saw the internet debate of CP3 Chris Paul, word number three, versus
Mhm.
Kyrie Irving. I guess they are trying to say that Kyrie was better than Chris Paul.
Yeah, people are trying to say Kyrie's better than Chris Paul,
At
and I
what?
was just
Uh,
right.
I just
Like
we can't be
golf
talking
at
about
football.
basketball.
We can't be talking about basketball. Playing cards. I'm sitting out. I don't know
Yeah.
what's he better than him at. Ball
Anti-Semitism, I think
handling.
that's
Right. Blowing up teams, pseudo intellectualism. Where we want to start?
I like to remind people, and look, I think Kyrie Irving is a good basketball player.
Me too. I
But
love
I like to
Kyrie.
remind people that outside of the 1 year with Luca and the 3 years with LeBron James, who are probably
Thank you.
he's never accomplished as strong, but like he's never he there's no real proof that he drives winning.
Yes.
Um, you know,
Without those 4 seasons, he's Devin Booker. I mean,
yeah, I mean, he's fucking
like,
De'Aaron Fox. Like, it's not even
yeah,
like, so like he obviously the run with LeBron is goated.
yes,
And he went to the finals with Luca. That you can't take that away from him.
right.
But you know, I just don't. There's not a lot of proof that Kyrie Irving on his own drives winning,
Impact's winning.
and he's never been a good defensive player. CP3 is one of the best
Nope,
defensive point guards of all time.
ever.
Both of them have temperament issues that can, lower the ceiling on a team. But Kyrie Irving has
Correct.
never succeeded. He's never won 50 games as number one option on a basketball team.
Nope.
Every single time he's been a number one option on a basketball team, that team has been bad.
He's
Um,
less durable than Chris Paul, who's
correct.
smaller.
And it's just when people they look, I get it. Basketball is an entertainment property. Kyrie Irving is
Yes,
very entertaining to watch. Kyrie Irving puts together a great
yes.
highlight package. But like you
He's
have
got
to
probably the
also
most
be an
beautiful
adult
game
about
ever.
these things.
Yeah,
And just say, look, he just does not drive winning in the way that a player like Chris Paul does. He just doesn't. I don't know
yeah,
what else to say.
yeah. It's just ridiculous to me. And also, like, even I think he gets a lot of mileage out of being a Kobe disciple and
Yeah.
out of his relationship with Kobe, which
Yeah.
I love the relationship, but let's that I think that helped his brand a lot, to be honest.
Yep.
And I think like if what happened to him in Boston in the NBA Finals last season, or not this season, but year before last,
Right.
happened to any other player, we'd be calling that a choke job.
Yeah.
He literally could not play in the city of Boston.
Yeah.
Like what else were? But we call him mentally tough and a killer. If that was any other great player, what would we be saying about them? What would we have called that series for them?
Or like the year in Brooklyn, COVID shot aside,
Right.
some information came, as we get more information on it, he wasn't all the way as wrong as we thought at the time. But
Yeah.
like before that, he would just like he just like took 2 weeks off.
Didn't go to work for 3 weeks
And like there was
and
videos
didn't
of
tell
him
his
at his
teammates.
sister's party, just like dancing. It
Yeah.
just um for a while there he was profoundly unserious. And at the end of the day,
Yes.
what it is and Kobe gets a lot of this too.
Hmm.
But Kobe obviously drove winning. It's just
Yeah.
that NBA fans, and to a certain extent NBA players, really
Yes.
overvalue the ability to make difficult shots. And that's why Kyrie Irving is so overrated by people, is that
Overrated.
they overvalue the ability to make difficult shots. And Kyrie Irving makes a lot of difficult shots. But what you don't understand is that you should not try, like the point is not to take
Yeah.
difficult shots.
Right.
You can make them, that's good, because in the playoffs, sometimes the only shot available is a difficult shot.
That's all you
I
have.
get it. But like, you know, they're difficult for a reason, and you shouldn't aim to do that. And being able to
Right.
make them is a skill, but let's keep things in perspective. There are tiers to this thing. Kyrie Irving has never been one of the 15 best basketball players in a single NBA season,
Never.
never. Um,
And people try to say he was supposed to be should have been in the top 75 all time list. That's crazy to me.
well, there are players that made that list who were never top 15 in a single season, but I can name. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
not going to sit here and do it. That's bad radio. But I'm not. I could name
Right.
75 better basketball players than Kyrie Irving. But like, but God, that'd be so boring to do.
Right.
And bad for the listeners. So I'll spare them that. But no,
True.
like, if someone can point to a NBA season where they would have put Kyrie Irving in the top 15 players of that season, you know, what year was that? Because I would have to,
Yeah. Has he ever made an all NBA team? I don't think he
I
has.
was thinking, let's fact check it. We
Yeah, let's
got
Google that real quick.
has Kyrie. I'm sure he has.
looking for you.
And you know someone's gonna be like,
Ah,
by diff
okay, you got second team in
third team
2019, third
twice.
team in 2015,
So
and
someone's gonna
2021.
come in and be like, by
Okay,
definition, that means he was top 15. Not quite.
Right.
Like there are
He's never been the third best point guard in the league.
correct. That in like there's never been a time if you were to rank the NBA players by their trade value, there were 15 players, you know,
Correct.
Kyrie Irving's never made that top 15 list. So there
Right.
might have been a
And the
year,
reason,
you know, the year Kevin Durant tore his Achilles. Okay, he may
hmm
have been, or the year he broke his foot, or Embiid was made, like there's ways to make the
right,
All NBA team and not be a top 15 player is what I'm getting at. So like,
correct. And the reason he was able to go to Dallas for the cheap, pretty much, was because people viewed him as untouchable, like did not want to
yep,
touch him. And people forget the Brooklyn Nets did not want Kyrie Irving to go there. They didn't. They
no,
want no parts of Kyrie, but they had to get Kyrie to get Kevin Durant, so
right.
they were willing to deal with it because of the way he blew up Cleveland and Boston in
Then they got
basically
there and they kicked
two
their good
years.
coach out for their buddy.
Yep.
Um, Kenny
Then they got
Atkinson, they
Steve
fired
Nash
him to get
fired.
Steve Nash, and then Steve Nash wasn't good enough, and they got him fired, and they asked for James Harden,
Yep.
and that wasn't good enough. And
Yep. They added Ben Simmons. That wasn't good enough. Added
well,
Blake Griffin. That wasn't good enough.
all right, now we're I
No, no, it's just fun. It's just a that was a fun. That was a crazy team. That was an unserious team.
um shit that 2021 that was the year that his toe was on the line, right?
Toe was on the line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
And that was without Kyrie. So, well, he got hurt that his series, but
well, that's a
you know
reoccurring theme.
that too. Yeah,
Yeah, I don't really have much to add to it other than I don't. It's kind of like a line of like a I don't know what the word is, Rorschach test or something like that. Where like, are you a serious
Rorschach.
basketball fan? Yeah, like
Yeah,
what this question alone will let me know if I should take the things you care say about basketball seriously, or if you're just in
right.
this to have some fun, have a couple beers, sit back and watch the game, and you just want to be entertained. That's fine. I understand why you would
Yeah,
have an affinity for Kyrie Irving, but when you
of
start
course.
actually saying who impacts winning, who's
Hmm
a all-time player, if you cannot put him, and I'm not even a big CP3 guy, but you can't put
Yeah,
you can't insult that man and put him up there with Kyrie Irving.
you
That's
can't. You
absurd.
can't. And in the interest of fairness, I've maybe heard five teammates say a good thing, have a good thing to say about Chris Paul after playing
Yeah.
with him. You know,
Yeah, I mean, look,
um,
that's my problem with Chris Paul is that the risk aversion can come back to bite you in the playoffs, where it's like
right.
you have these low assist to turnover ratios, and you never make a mistake, and you're always getting everyone in the right spot. But
hmm
in the playoffs, when everyone has the time to prepare, and there's only 7-man rotations, there's no weak spots to attack, and sometimes you just
Right.
have to you have to take a risk. Sometimes you might turn the
Yeah.
ball over trying to make something happen. But that's
True.
just the risk. It's the quarterback who never throws an interception, but also never throws a deep ball. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
but you can't get it 6 yards at a time.
You
You
can't
cannot win a
win. Yeah,
football game
yeah.
that
You
way.
can't win like that, especially not in the playoffs.
Yeah, not in the
Yeah,
playoffs. You can win
and
point.
he
You can
has
win regular season games 6 yards at a time.
right.
Can't win playoff games that way.
And he also has a reputation of being an assist hunter. You know,
Yeah,
like a lot of guys who have podcasts or are on podcasts who play with him, they're
yeah,
like, yeah, he'll pass you the ball with 6 seconds left. So if you make the shot, he gets the assist.
yeah.
They've said like he's either shooting it or he's getting an assist, and that's all that's going to happen in his offense.
Or just things like, maybe that pass has an 80% chance of success. And maybe
Right.
on a February night in Charlotte, it's not worth it. You play for a better shot. But,
hmm
in April against the best teams in the world, that 80% shot, that 80% pass might be the best opportunity you
But the
have, and
best
you
you're
just
going to
have to
get.
take it. And you
Correct.
might turn the ball over and it might hurt your precious box stats,
hmm
but you got to win this game. Do you want to win this game or not? You know.
Yeah.
So I don't have anything else to add to that. What about you?
Yeah, I think that was pretty much it. Just put some respect on Point God's name, man. Also, before he got hurt, like when he was in New Orleans, he was putting people on posters. So
Yeah.
like, people really forget how great he was.
We really are you know, there's a generation of basketball fans that only know these players because the players have played way longer than normal,
Right,
and they only know these players
past their primes.
past their prime or past it like a knee injury or whatever. Because I saw some shit and I just didn't even respond to it because I thought the motherfucker was trolling. Then I saw that he was young, and he
Oh,
said
what was
LeBron
it?
James has no posters, and I was like,
What? Oh yeah, I saw that. I saw that. I saw that.
I
Yeah, I saw
actually
that.
I actually thought it was kind of a props. I was like, it's a props to LeBron's longevity that he's been around so long. There's a generation of basketball fans that don't know that he's one of the freakiest athletes we've ever seen.
Who've
Like,
ever lived.
it
He
was some of
literally
the
dunked on every center.
yeah, man. Ask Jason Terry if LeBron has any
Yeah,
posters.
as Jason Terry, as Tim Duncan,
Yeah,
as
like,
Kevin Garnett, as Kevin Love,
that Miami Heat
Kevin
run
Durant.
was some of the best basketball I've ever seen in my
Yeah,
life.
dog. 2013 Bron and 2018 Bron, so goated is ridiculous.
So there was a clip of Durant like 10 years ago, and
Oh
someone
yeah,
made the very good comment. He was like, you think Bron, Steph, and Durant haven't lost a step, and then you watch them from
until
10
you
years ago,
watch.
and you like, yeah, they lost a step.
They
Like,
lost it. Like that's what's funny to me. Like the whole like people were trying to say like, oh, I think LeBron's on steroids. I'm like, if you watch clips from 10 years ago, there's a vast
yeah.
depreciation in his athletic ability.
Yeah, like they'll be like Steph hasn't lost a step, and then you go watch 2015 highlights, and he's fucking teleporting across the court and shooting
Right.
40-foot threes. And you're
Yeah,
like,
he
oh no, he's
literally.
lost a step. Like it's not.
Yeah,
He's
no,
still
in that
good. He's still one of the best,
he's
but
still
it's not
great.
what it was. Like,
In those NBA that first NBA Finals against the Cavs when everybody was hurt, he basically killed Matthew Dellavedova.
yeah,
Like he literally was in the hospital getting IVs after every game.
he was just sprinting the whole fucking game.
Every the whole game, the whole
And it was
game.
like his handles, he was just lightning. It was literally like watching someone
Yeah,
lightning
bro.
bolt, like a fucking Pokemon, just lightning bolting across the court. Like, and like
Yeah,
he
he's like
still got it. He's
that.
still an all NBA player. But you think they
Yeah,
haven't lost a step until you pull up YouTube and
until
you
you go
like,
back and watch their prime.
you're like, oh
Yeah,
no.
bro.
LeBron
Like
used to like
people
jump and his whole head was
head was
above
over
the
the fucking rim, dog.
above the
Like
rim. It's
remember
like,
remember that
nah.
one rebound he got and his elbow was like at the top of the backboard. Like
And it was like not even like a running jump. Like he used to just
no, off
off a
2 feet.
vertical and just be it's just
Yeah,
it's not the same.
and that's also why I think like, and I think who was it that made that point? I think it was Gilbert Arenas who made this point where he was like, people compare Kobe to MJ, but when they're comparing Kobe to MJ, they're comparing Kobe to the second three-peat MJ,
Yeah.
not like '88 MJ who
Yeah.
was just on some other shit.
Yeah.
And it's like I think we as a society we got to stop like. Winning is important, yes, but they do so much romanticizing the winning that they just throw away the years you didn't win shit,
Yeah.
and then people forget how great you were when you weren't winning shit. Like if you
Yeah.
watch those, like 88, like 85 to fucking 91, Mike was like defied physics. Like
Yeah.
if you
He just
took
flew. Like he
like
literally would just
it
hang
was
in the
nuts.
air.
Like the pictures don't look real at all. They
No.
look like Space Jam, like special effects. And like same thing with Braun. Like the first 7 years in Cleveland, you go back and look at those highlights. It looks illegal to be doing that with his
Yeah.
body. Like,
And then in that same package, he's the best passer in the league and he's the smartest player in the league. And believe it, I mean, the kids, we're gonna date ourselves. There was a time we didn't think
yeah,
people didn't think he could develop a jumper. Like he came into the league
right.
without a good jumper
They
and he
acted
became a
like he was Blake
40%
Griffin.
three-point shooter.
Yeah.
And it just we'll never see anything like it again.
No, we won't.
So shout out to the OGs.
Yeah, man, we're gonna miss them when they're gone.
And
I
this
don't know
is
what the hell I'm gonna
no
do with
shade to
myself.
Kyrie, but there are levels to this. And you know, could you win a championship with CP3 as your best player? No, I don't think so.
No,
But you could win 45 to 50 games every year with the prime CP3 as your best player.
correct.
And I saw
In the
prime
West, in the
Kyrie
West,
in the West. I saw prime Kyrie with the Cavs be a lottery team until LeBron showed up. Then he went to the
correct.
Celtics and they got worse. And then he went to the Nets and they got, well, they didn't get worse. They got better because they
He
got
blew
Kevin
that team
Durant,
up.
but blew that team
Yeah.
up. And then
Yep.
he grew up, he hit his, his mid 30s and like most of us, we mellow out, in our early to mid 30s
Yeah.
and he's a solid veteran now. But keep things in perspective. I was there.
Correct.
It's not the same.
It's not the same, bro. He was giving Tony Parker all he wanted. He was
Yeah.
giving Russell Westbrook all he wanted. Dudes that had no business getting all they wanted from Chris
Yeah.
Paul. I saw somebody that made a great point today on Twitter. They were saying like, we never got to see Chris Paul in his prime be a second option, so we don't
No.
know what his career could have looked like. But he had, unfortunately, he was the best player on all of his teams until he got old.
And keep in mind, doing all this at my height, I'm 5'10", which is
Yeah,
insanely
bro.
short for an NBA player. Like he's not 6 feet tall.
He's not.
If you see him standing, he looks like a normal sized human, which
He
by
literally
NBA
does.
standards is small as shit. Like
Yeah.
he's doing all this and he's not even 6 feet tall. So
Correct.